Well, lots of infrastructure news out today, which might sound a bit boring until it hits you in the pocket. So let's cut to the chase. In the future, it could cost $9 a pop to cross Auckland Harbour Bridge. So if you go across to work 5 days a week, that's $90. The Infrastructure Commission released its national plan today, and the key takeaway is we need more than we can afford. 10 priorities have been identified. The top one is spending more on our hospitals to cater for our ageing population. The report says 60% of all infrastructure spending should go towards renewing or replacing what we already have. And bad news for National's roads of national significance. The Commission recommends less be spent on transport and that the greatest gains now lie in using existing roads better. Here's senior political correspondent Jenna Lynch.
The impeccable timing of Mother Nature. The rain reminding us our infrastructure is nowhere near invincible. And today the Infrastructure Commission confirming we haven't been looking after our things.
Mould in schools, a Defence Force estate that can't look after our soldiers, hospitals that have poo running down the walls, all of those things.
A sobering report on the state of New Zealand's infrastructure saying in black and white we can't afford all the promises politicians are making you. Of the $275 billion in planned infrastructure, $193 billion of it is unfunded. The Commission is blunt. We cannot build our way out of every problem.
We've got an enormous amount of demands on our purse, from health through education through to defence, where we've unveiled a large defence capability plan as well, and that there are trade-offs that have to be made, and those are tricky choices.
Shiny new infrastructure needs to be lowered down the priority list because our roads, our water pipes, our schools, and top of the list, our hospitals need the money more urgently.
Well, that's a no-brainer because we're billions and billions of dollars behind.
But what gets shoved to the bottom of the heap is a trickier question to answer. National's transport baby, the Roads of National Significance program, is expensive with a capital E. $22 to $32 billion worth of roads. Compare that to the not even $500 million that sits in the State Highway Resilience Fund. And the Commission has not too pointedly pointed out that that money is probably better directed at what we've already got, saying the greatest gains lie in using our existing roads better.
The roads of national significance are big nation-shaping, big projects that the country needs, and we're committed to them.
I think it is a fairly carefully guarded criticism of the Roads of National Significance program, and I think it's a legitimate criticism.
What's New Zealand First's position on the Roads of National Significance? Do you think we should charge ahead with them?
Well, roads was never our policy. We always believed that we should put far more money into railways.
The Commission's telling you to put the money into the roads we already have. Are you prepared to walk away from some of the roads of national significance?
We're committed to the roads of national significance, but as I say, they are a long-term series of projects that the country needs, and we are doing some hard thinking about the prioritisation and the phasing of those projects.
The other major transport project in the pipeline, or pipe dream, depending how you look at it, is the second Auckland Harbour crossing. The Commission says to ensure they get enough funding to pay for it, the government should consider chucking a $9 toll on both the new crossing and the existing bridge.
People are just trying to get places, paying for a road toll when they're trying to get somewhere. It's just kind of ridiculous.
Well, that will be too much. Taking into account the traffic fare altogether has risen quite a bit, and paying another toll plus the gas will be too much for the ordinary public.
$9 is too much. If you look at the other tolls around the country, they're sort of $2.50 or slightly more. So yeah, I think $9 is a huge sacrifice for people, especially in this economy.
It's quite expensive for such a short crossing. It doesn't need to be like that much, I don't think.
Do you have the political courage to put a $9 toll on the harbour bridges?
I've already said the new harbour crossing will be tolled.
But the other one as well?
The quantum is yet to be determined.
What about
exactly
the
how
bridge?
Well, all of that is to be worked through, but the new one will be tolled.
Another charge to add to the never-ending cost of living crisis.